Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and today I have a looks paired with patterns and fabric video. I don't know what to call those. I haven't done one in a while though and thought that it was about time, especially because I am currently in the process of helping my daughter get her back to school wardrobe in order. So I've been doing a lot, I put together the mood board that you guys saw last week I think. Filming these out of order a little. And as I was doing that, finding like silhouettes that I think she would like, I basically was pinning a whole bunch of outfits and thought, well, this will be excellent because I'm looking for patterns to recreate quite a few of these as well. I won't be recreating all of these, I don't think, and I still haven't run a lot of this by her, so it depends on what she wants. But as I was going through this, I'm like, well, this might be kind of fun to do a, there goes Gidget, 10 back to school looks and then the patterns and fabrics to recreate them. If any of you, because I've had quite a few comments on people that are also sewing for either granddaughters or daughters who are also about the same age. So I thought I would put together 10 back to school looks and then pair them with patterns and fabrics like I've done in the past. And as always, everything is linked down below. The patterns, the fabrics that I have picked. Also, there's a link to a Pinterest board that'll take you back where you can click on the pictures and go back to the original source if you are interested in purchasing them instead of actually making them yourself. And I'm pretty sure there may be a few from other places, but most of this stuff's from American Eagle. So there may be a couple from a few different other places, but I think most of the stuff is from American Eagle. Okay, so let's get started. And as always, if anything is an affiliate link, which means I earn a commission off of it if you buy something from that link, I always note that in there. Affiliate links don't cost you anything extra. It's the supplier, the company that pays me a little bit of a commission for that. So I always note that. Some of them down below are affiliate, but not all of them. So I just want to be transparent on that. Okay, let's dig in. I have my laptop here on my lap because, so I can see what I'm showing you guys. Okay, let's get started. Look 1. All right, we have a few things going on here. We've got a gorgeous top that has some of the shirring detail. Oh, I also want to point out, one of the things that, I think even Jennifer Mackey-Mary, the Everyday Style School, she was saying, that as legs get wider, which some of the, there's definitely baggier jeans that are available now. I mean, you can still find skinnies and that's still a thing, but there are a lot more wider legged options than there were before. As that happens, tops are changing. So tops are getting shorter, some are quite cropped, but just keeping in mind that you can have a cropped top, but we don't have to make it as cropped as some of these. So if you're not comfortable with your daughter or granddaughter showing 2 to 3 inches of skin, and a lot of dress codes actually do not allow that, like schools, my daughter won't be showing any skin. She may have cropped tops, but all of them go right below. She wears high-waisted everything, so everything goes below that while still being cropped. So I just want to put that disclaimer. Okay, so look number 1, we have this gal. So we've got the shirring that is going on, which is a big trend that we are seeing right now. Also, because my daughter is young, she can do a trend salad as opposed to a trend garnish. Trend salad being wearing all the trends at once, whereas someone maybe my age might want something just a little nod to the trends, a trend garnish. Don't have to go full on, but she's younger. She can definitely pull that off. That's not so much this outfit, but anyway. Okay, so we've got some shirring. We've got a nice open V-neck. We've got longer cuffs that have shirred. It's shirred at the cuff and also shirred along the waistline, giving it kind of the peplum look. Now, I have gone for the top, and then we have a high-waisted straight leg jean. So not a skinny jean, but a straight leg jean. So for the top, I've actually gone with the Rhapsody blouse by Love Notions. You guys know how much I love this pattern. And the reason is, I think it would be extremely easy. Instead of adding, there's a bell sleeve option. All the sleeve options in the Rhapsody are, they are not full length. I don't think any of them are full length. Because even the Bishop sleeve, it is a 3/4 one. I've made that one quite a few times. But it's just a matter of lengthening it. And you could even go past your wrist. So lengthen it to where it maybe hits even the bottom of your thumb, like right here. Because once you've added that shirring, it will bring that up, and you want probably the ruffle that goes past the shirring to hit right at the joint that's right here at your thumb. So yeah, you want it to go long, and then it'll give it a little bit more billowy. But you could use any of the wider sleeves on that, put some shirring there on the bottom, you know, maybe give yourself an inch from, you know, you'd hem your sleeve flat actually, and then start an inch from that and start your lines of shirring, and I don't know, probably, well, depending on how wide you want your cuff, but I like my shirring lines to be 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch apart. So yeah, just decide how much of a cuff you want, and that's how many lines of shirring you'll do. And yeah, very, very easy. And the same with the waist. So you could make the top as shown. And actually, I think this top actually has buttons down the front, but I mean, you could put buttons, you know, just for show down the front of the Rhapsody if you want. But I do like, it's got the little ties, which I think are cute, that the Rhapsody does come with, and then it would just be a matter of adding some lines of shirring. Again, decide what width you want. So if you want 1.5 inches, which is probably a pretty good waist width, just go ahead and put those lines in. I would put those in while the shirt is still flat. So you'd put your lines of shirring in on the front, same thing on the back, and then attach your side seams. That way your elastic thread is getting caught in a seam line, and it keeps things nice and sturdy. So that's what I would choose for the top. And for the fabric, I've gone with this beautiful, I think it's a cotton rayon blend, I believe, fabric. It's a voile, and it's got the little clip dot on it. I've seen this in a few different places. I've pulled this one from Style Maker Fabrics just because I knew it was over there. And it's a very close match to what is on the inspiration picture. So I think that would be lovely together. And then for the jeans, I have 2 options. Well, 1 pattern, but 2 fabric options. So for the pattern, I mean, the Megan Nielsen Dawn jeans, she's got 4 different legs, well, 3 different leg widths, and then a pair of shorts that come with that pattern, and one of it is a straight leg. So there's a skinny leg, but there's also a straight leg, and I think that is very, very current right now. And I can't, a lot of these are distressed, and we'll talk about that in a little bit too. Obviously, this, I don't think this pair are though, but obviously this is a pair that have, or probably started off much darker and then have gone through probably bleach baths and stuff like that and some distressing, mostly like bleach baths. So you have 2 options. You could either go with the darker wash denim, and this is a non-stretch denim. And I have used this weight of denim. This is from Minerva, and it makes great jeans. But you could use the darker, sew up your jeans, and then play around with some bleach baths until you got it to the light color that you want. There are a ton of resources online, blogs, I'm sure there's YouTube videos if you're curious. I've actually never done that. I've never played around with bleach baths with my denim to get it to kind of do what I want, but I know a ton of people have, and it very well may be worth exploring if that's interest. If you're not interested in bleaching the jeans you just spent time making, I also picked the same denim, but it also comes in a bleached wash. Now, you're not going to get, you know, like along the seams and stuff where you'll get a little bit of darkness, you know, where the dye stayed. You won't get that if you start off, obviously, with a lighter colored denim, but if you are fine with that and just want the lighter colored denim, you could very easily make that pair of jeans with the lighter color and get the same look, and then you'd have basically the same outfit. Okay. Look 2. I also want to point out, not all of these are complete looks. I mean, how many times can we go over jeans? So some of these are just like one-piece items, but you know, it's the same type of thing. So the next item I pinned was this gal. She's got on cut-off jean shorts with this and just like a white tank. So I'm not going to bother with any of that, but I love this shacket she's got on. Number 1, it's cropped. It's super boxy, it's cropped, and it's got the raw hem that you can see at the bottom, which is so easy to do. I would just literally sew, you know, decide where you want it, cut it off there, because you could make it, well, we'll talk about the pattern in a second, but draw a line or stitch a line of coordinating fabric or coordinating thread around and then cut it and wash it, so then your fraying isn't going to go past that line of stitching. That's what I do with my jeans that I leave raw edge as well, or cut-offs. It just keeps things from fraying up too much, more than you want. But for the pattern, I actually picked the Pattern Scout Cozy jacket. Now, there's an expansion pack that has a collar and a button placket, because the Cozy jacket actually is a zip-up hoodie. This is exactly what this girl is wearing. So I think if you just omitted the hem and just did your raw edge, you basically have the same. It's kind of boxy and oversized like the gal has. I mean, it's perfect. And for the fabric, I've gone with this Robert Kaufman Canyon denim. I actually have bought some of this recently in white, and it's a fairly, it's too thin to make jeans out of, but I think it would be great for this jacket. And I even picked it in this kind of a light beige, light tan color. It actually had a few different light tan color options in there, but I've gone with this lighter one. I feel like the gal is wearing a little bit peachier, but I think that this would definitely work. And obviously you could make it whatever color you want. That's the beauty of sewing, right? Making this for my daughter, I would not pick this color. I would probably pick like a pale, like a gray, would actually be really beautiful for her coloring. All right, next we have this gal in this adorable cropped t-shirt. Actually, this is bringing me back to my own middle school, high school days so bad. But this beautiful little cropped shirt, it actually has a snap button closure down the front and then a little A-line corduroy skirt. Okay, so for the top, I looked and looked, and I know there are some cropped little cardigan patterns and stuff, but this isn't really a cardigan. And it really reminds me of the Cashmerette Concord t-shirt. It has the higher, and we could either do the scoop neck or the higher round neck, which isn't as high for the bust reason as most are. And you wouldn't have to put the snaps in. You could if you wanted to, and that'd be just a matter of, you know, not cutting the front out on the fold, adding some width to each of the fronts so you could do a little placket, and then sewing your snaps or your buttons down the front. But I think I would probably leave my daughter's just plain. And it's got a lettuce edge around the hem and around the sleeve cuff. The way you do a lettuce edge is actually very simple if you've got a serger. And I'm trying to think, I guess you could do it with a sewing machine as well if you had like one of those faux overlock stitches. But basically what you want to do is stretch the fabric while you're sewing around that edge. The way I would do it is put the rolled hem foot on the rolled hem stitch on my serger and crank up the differential feed, because that is going to stretch the fabric as it goes, and the rolled stitch on my serger wraps thread pretty tightly around there and would finish it off really nice. And then when you're finished, it makes that seam wavy, which is that lettuce edge hem, which was very big in the 90s. But you do need fabric that's got stretch and that will allow that. And so for the fabric, I've picked this Rayon rib knit. This is a little denser with the charcoal black versus white stripe. You know, the gal there's more white on her stripe, but I think this is a pretty good dupe. And it would be great for that little t-shirt, and you could wear it with the skirt, you could wear it with jeans, you could wear it with all sorts of stuff. For the skirt, I've actually gone with the Pauline Rosari skirt, and this skirt's been around for a long time, and I've actually had my eye on it for quite a while. It has two different lengths. I think one that's like right at the knee, and then one that's a little bit, it's mid-thigh, a little bit more of a mini skirt, which is the version I would choose. I would use the little patch pockets on the front to give it that same look. You could add a little belt loops and stuff just like the inspiration picture has, but I found this really close match mid-weight corduroy in this beautiful camel color that I think you could literally just remake this skirt. So I thought that pattern pairing was pretty good, and that's one that I really might be recreating for my daughter, as is this one. All right, this next look. So actually, my daughter was in American Eagle with my mom and sister when she was staying with my parents recently. My sister lives really close to my parents, and she tried on these denim joggers, but they were too long on her. She's only 5'2". And that's a really hard thing to hem when it's got the elastic at the bottom, and they didn't end up getting them. But she did look really cute in them from what they were sending me pictures. So I may be recreating these for her. But let's start with the top first. Okay, so this is a boxy just a boxy cardigan, sweatshirt. It's got your normal sleeves. It does have a raw hem on the bottom that's kind of rolled up on itself. For this, I've actually chosen the Sheridan sweater, yeah, by Hey June Handmade. This comes in a couple of different lengths, comes like in a high hip length and also a cropped length, a few different sleeve options, but it has a straight hem version that you could do, or you could just omit the band that kind of comes in at the bottom and just leave that raw. and it'll do its little curly up thing. And then you could use whatever sleeves really you wanted. She's got more of a balloon sleeve that would be really cute. Or you could just do a little bit more of a straighter sleeve, or she even has it where you don't do any of that and you leave like almost like a bell sleeve there. So anyway, there's options. But for the fabric, I've gone with this beautiful bamboo sweatshirting fleece from Stylemaker Fabrics. The color is like spot on. And I picked this, and actually I picked this fabric for a few different things because she has the matching ribbing. So I also have the ribbing linked down there as well. So you could put ribbing on the cuffs of the sweatshirt. And if you wanted to not leave that hem raw, if you wanted to make yourself a, put in the you know, the, oh my gosh, the cuffing there around the waistband, you could use the ribbing as well and go with that version of the sweatshirt. It would be a little different than what you're seeing here, but you could definitely do that. So I thought that was a really good pairing for that sweatshirt. And then for the joggers, this is a new to me pattern company. Oh geez, I'm looking at the pictures, but let me, and it is called the Sew Me Something Aerial Cargo Pants. This was like a perfect match. So it's a cargo pant, but it's got the elastic. Now the elastic is just in the back of the waistband and also the back of the cuffs, but I think that would probably, if you wanted it all the way around, I think you could easily make that. Or if you wanted it all around on the cuffs, but maybe you want the flat front on the pants, just leave the elastic in the back, I think that would be a pretty easy thing to kind of finagle. But I thought this was a perfect match. And I've picked this denim here. And I think this one, it's linked down below. I can't remember. This one might, yeah, I think this one is from Minerva, and it's the same denim that I used for my Sew House 7 Burnside bibs. Loved it. It worked just great for that pattern. So I think it would make really good joggers. So it's still a denim, but it's not gonna be like super, super thick, especially with, you know, you gotta be careful with the gathering of the elastic and all that stuff. But I think that you could get pretty much the same look with that. It's a very pretty color combination too. All right, look 5. All right, so this is a little bit more athletic. This is definitely, she loves, you know, to wear this kind of thing to school as well. It's hard to see, but the gal, I mean, these are leggings that the gal has on, but then she's got kind of a cropped, looser tank or shirt of some sort. And then she has on this jean jacket that's oversized, but it has elastic around the bottom of the jacket like a bomber jacket would, but it's all denim. It's so cool. So cool. So for the jacket, I've gone with the Stevie jacket by Style Art Patterns because it's an oversized jacket. Now it's not cropped, but you could crop it and then just add the elastic in to a channel there at the bottom to finish off the hem of the jacket there with elastic, and I think that that would be just like really perfect. It would be so cute. Yeah, and this jean jacket, it still buttons up, so it would be easy to do just to add the elastic, and it would cinch everything in, but then keep everything really big and blouson at the top. I might totally end up making this one for her too. And I've picked this fabric here that's also from Stylemaker Fabrics. This is the fabric that I used for my Megan Nielsen Dawn jeans and my Danube skirt. I was like, I used it for 2 things, and my Danube skirt. So it's a great weight, it's a nice color, and kind of that lighter color, and I think that it would be perfect for that jacket, and it would be a lot of fun to make. For the tank underneath, I've gone with the Helen's Closet Luna tank, which is a free pattern, and it's got a lot of swing to it. So I've picked a viscose jersey from Minerva that I just really love. I've used it in a few different colorways now, and it's just a really nice dry hand, and it just hangs really well. So I would make the shorter Luna tank with the white viscose jersey from Minerva. I think it would be just really, really cute. And then for the bottoms, I would definitely go with the Helen's Closet Avery leggings. That's my daughter's favorite legging pattern. The ultra high rise waist option. So she's got an ultra high rise, a high rise, and a mid rise on those leggings. And my daughter likes the ultra high rise, and they fit her great. We have the pattern that really, really works for her. I've gone with this fabric from the Fabric Fairy, and it's coming across navy kind of in the picture, but I've actually sewn with this before and made my navy pants, but it's definitely a navy that goes a little bit dark teal. So even though it's not, I mean, the inspiration leggings are a little more like, not really olive green, they're kind of a darker seafoam green. I know that this fabric works fantastically for leggings because I own a pair of those, and I think that it would be great for recreating this look. Okay, oops, went too far. we look 6? Sorry, I hit too many buttons. Yes, we are look 6. All right, this also brings back so many memories from my youth. Okay, so for this gal, we're actually just gonna talk about the sweatshirt and the jeans right now because the flannel shirt that she has tied around her waist, I have pinpointed for another look, which is just the shirt. And you can't really see it that well and on this as well, and it's a pretty cool shirt. So we'll hit that in a minute. But as far as the sweatshirt here, I mean, it's just a nice cropped boxy sweatshirt. Really comfy. You've got the dropped shoulder on this one. And for the pattern, I actually went with the Closet Core Patterns Mill End sweatshirt. It's a really cool sweatshirt. I mean, how many sweatshirt patterns do you need? But it is really big and boxy. I would do a cropped length for her, but I would omit the, she does have these really cool like little ties like that gather in that waist, which you could use on the pattern, but I would omit that and just, you know, keep it nice and boxy like the gal has here. And for the fabric, I've gone with the same fabric from Style Makers as the other sweatshirt, but I've gone with the olive green colorway. And then I've also she has the matching ribbing for that you could use for the sleeves. I just think it's a really cute sweatshirt. I mean, for teenagers, they would wear that kind of stuff all the time. Obviously, these jeans are distressed, but they are a skinny jean. And I've picked the Closet Core Patterns Ginger Jeans. That's her favorite skinny jean pattern that I make for her. And I was able to find, these are kind of a distressed dark gray color that this girl is wearing. And I actually found some charcoal gray stretch denim from Style Maker Fabrics that would be perfect for a pair of ginger jeans. It has 20% stretch. It would be great for a pair of ginger jeans and a very comfortable pair. Now, you could leave them as is, or you could go in and, you know, cut some holes in them if you wanted to get that distressed look. You know, kind of depends on what you know, do you want to make jeans just to cut them up? But, you know, that's what the kids are wearing these days. So it's kind of be up to you. But I think that fabric would be a really good match for what this gal is wearing. All right, look 7. I should have put the flannel shirt next, but I didn't. So we'll come back to that. All right, I came across this sweatshirt. I think it's so cute. Again, winter in Indiana is freezing, and I loved the drawstring at the bottom of this shirt, or sweatshirt. I thought it'd be so cute with both high-waisted, like baggier jeans, straight-legged jeans, as well as skinny jeans or leggings. The color is also really beautiful as well. For the pattern, when I saw it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I know the pattern, and it's the Chalk and Notch Page hoodie. Now, obviously, this pattern is a hoodie, and you can keep it a hoodie. You could make this shirt with a hood if you wanted to, or you could simply just omit that and draft your own neckband. I would just measure the neckline, and I would make the neckband. I like my neckbands to finish at about 5/8 of an inch is usually pretty good, maybe up to an inch, anywhere depending on how deep you want it. But for the length, I would do 85% of the circumference of the neck. So measure your neck measurement and then cut a strip that's 85% of that measurement. So it'll be shorter and then you can stretch it to put it in there. But I've gone again with the same bamboo sweatshirting in this denim color. Also has the matching ribbing, so you could do the cuffs in that as well, and also the neckband. Or you could put the hood on if you really, really wanted to, but I think that it's just so cute with those little ties. It just helps make it cropped a little bit better, and I think that it's different. You know, you don't see stuff like that very often. All right, here is the flannel shirt. Okay, so here's the picture. I think this is so good. Number one, it totally reminds me, again, of things that I wore when I was in high school. Now, this one is a flannel. It says a lightweight flannel, so I've gone with some brushed cotton shirting. Brushed cotton is thinner than like flannel. Flannel, I think of like the heavy duty stuff you'd make like pants to sleep in or like pajamas. But brushed cotton is more shirting weight, but it still has that flannel nap a little bit to it. It's a good thing to search for if you're doing flannel shirts and you don't want something really heavy. Anyway, love the mix and match plaids that are going on here. There's 4 different colors on this shirt. There's a blue one, a red one, a green one, and the yellow. I've gone a little different with my color scheme, but I have chosen the, for the pattern, I've chosen the Archer rope woven shirt by Style Art, excuse me, which is like a perfect match. It's a cropped, oversized, drop shoulder, button-up shirt. It's so perfect. And it even has the one pocket. It's perfect. So I've got 4 fabrics that I picked. They're all from Minerva. I've got this one for the blue. Now how I picked these is there is a either a bright blue in each of these or pink. That's kind of the what I'm using to make them all kind of a little bit more cohesive. So I've got this one for the blue color, which would be one half of the shirt and then the yoke. And then the second fabric I have is this bright green, which would be the sleeves. And then the third one I've got is this red, and it's got kind of a bright blue in it. And I would use that for the other half of the shirt, and I think the collar is in that red, and then the bottom, like below the yoke, the back of the shirt below the yoke is that color. And then I would use this pink and orange for the button placket and for the pocket, but I would put the blue side of my shirt opposite. So I would put it on the side that has the, whichever side, probably the left side, that has the pocket, because I think that hot pink would look better on the, it would stand out more on the blue than it would on the red side. But that would be so cool, the color stand and that, and then the button placket. Oh my gosh, that'd be such a cute shirt. And all of these are brushed cottons. And you would maybe need a half a yard of each of them. The pink you could probably get away with even less, because you're, I don't know, you probably want the length. So I would think, yeah, like a half of a yard would probably, I mean, would probably work, right? I don't know, maybe not. Well, I mean, it's a drop sleeve, so the sleeve's not going to be overly long. I don't know, it'd be worth messing around with. Anyway, I might seriously make that shirt for my daughter because I think it is so cute. All right, next is look 9, and it's this gal with your standard overalls, and she's got like a little cropped, sleeveless, high-necked shirt underneath it, little tank. And my daughter's asked for a pair of overalls. She wants something like old school, loose-fitting overalls. And we'll talk about the tank first. So for the tank, I immediately thought of the Sophie Hines Access tank. Now this is a bra, kind of like loungewear type bra, but I've seen quite a few people in the sewing community that have made it as a tank, and then they wear a bra underneath it. So it just kind of depends on what you're comfortable with. But it does, I mean, it is a little bit more cropped. I would make it a little bit longer on my daughter, just so you have minimal skin showing on the side. It would depend on where the overalls kind of come up to. But as far as fabric, I've gone with the mid-weight cotton jersey from Stylemaker Fabrics. That stuff is so good. It would have a perfect stretch for in recovery and stuff for that tank, that nice high-necked tank, in the white colorway, and I think that they'd be a great match for those. And then for the overalls, I actually found these, the Fiber Mood Constance overalls, and they're perfect. You know, they're looser fitting, they are your traditional overall. I think that they would be perfect. She could wear a whole bunch of things underneath them, obviously, you know, more so than just a tank top. Now the girl in the inspiration picture, that denim has a little bit of a white stripe through it. I couldn't find anything like that, but I did find, it's the same fabric that I used for my Persephone pants. It's kind of a, it's a pale denim, but it goes a little bit green. It's a Mind the Maker, I believe, from Minerva, and I think that this would make such great overalls. It's such an interesting color, but it's light. I think that this would be perfect for that pattern. All right, look 10 is this jacket. Now, I love this. I love a good oversized jean jacket, but I love the hood. It's all about that little hood that's in the back. And I immediately had a pattern that popped into mind. My daughter's actually eyeing this one, and she may actually have bought this when they were shopping. I haven't seen what she got yet, so we'll find out. But I thought that the Rebecca Page Kingston jean jacket, now that's a more fitted jean jacket than what this gal is wearing. So I would go up a couple of sizes so that you get that oversized feeling. This gal is wearing it cropped, and it's the raw hem. So again, you don't even need to put that bottom band on the bottom of the jean jacket. You just sew close to the edge there, cut it off so then it'll only fray so much and you'll be good to go. The Kingston has an add-on pattern. Well, number one, the Kingston has a whole bunch of different sleeve options. So I think that you could use a one of the bigger sleeve options and gather it into a cuff, because this does have a little bit fuller sleeve than your typical jean jacket. So I think it would be very easy to hack into this pattern. But also the Kingston has this add-on add-on pattern where you could do actually knit sleeves and a knit hood. I would just choose the knit hood on this one, but it's basically the same jacket. So for the main body of the fabric, I've picked that same fabric from Style Maker that I showed you for the Stevie jacket. I think it would be great for this. Obviously you're not gonna get quite the distressed. You could go with a darker jacket and then again, treat it with the bleach and see if you can come up with something a little bit more like this and a little bit more distressed. You could play around with thrifting men's jeans and trying to get, you know, the seams to lie just right so that you could kind of still get that look. That's always an option. Thrifting that is always an option. I have made a jean jacket that way before. But you know, kind of up to you. But then for the hood of the jacket, I've gone with the Eco Cozi sweatshirting from Style Maker Fabrics. This is different than the other bamboo stuff, but I think I've also sewn with this stuff before. It's lovely. It's a perfect gray and would be perfect in the hood of that jacket using the Kingston add-on packet with that jacket pattern. So there you have it, guys. There are 10 back to school outfits and the patterns that you could use to recreate each of those. So if you were sewing for someone that's going back to school, whether that be college, high school, middle school, whatever, and are looking for some outfit inspiration, again, remember the things that you're like, oh, that's a little not quite modest enough for what I want my daughter in. We're seamstresses. We can alter that. We can change that. We can make things as long or as short as we want. So that is the great thing about being able to sew wardrobes, especially when it comes to our daughters and our granddaughters or any young woman that's in your life. So anyway, the plus of that. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. I think I should be back next week, I'm hoping, with my actual plans nailed down for what I'm gonna be sewing for my daughter, so I can get started on that. Again, I need to see what they bought for the back to school stuff, and then we will go from there to fill in all the holes for the rest of her wardrobe. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on Sunday for another zipper tutorial. See you later. Bye-bye.